Hello, I'm Holly, a registered dietitian nutritionist at God's Love We Deliver, and a certified specialist in oncology nutrition. Welcome to session 1 of our 3-part series on nutritional considerations during cancer treatment. Before we get started with today's presentation, please let me tell you a little bit more about God's Love We Deliver. The mission of God's Love We Deliver is to improve the health and well-being of individuals living with HIV/AIDS, cancer, and other serious illnesses by alleviating hunger and malnutrition. In today's session, we will review the importance of eating well during treatment and discuss dietary strategies for managing treatment-related side effects. Good nutrition is especially important if you have cancer because both the illness and its treatments can change the way you eat. This can also affect the way your body tolerates certain foods and uses nutrients. Eating well while you're being treated for cancer might help you keep up your strength and energy, maintain your weight and your body's store of nutrients, better tolerate treatment-related side effects, lower your risk of infection, and help you to heal and recover faster. Below are a few tips to help you eat well during treatment. Try changing your meal pattern. Eat small meals more often, especially if your appetite is poor or if you're experiencing symptoms like nausea or diarrhea. Eat a source of protein with all meals and snacks. Protein needs are slightly higher during treatment. We will discuss this a little bit more later in our presentation. Eat a variety of different foods each day. This will assist you in obtaining a diet that is high in vital nutrients. And speak with a registered dietitian nutritionist. A dietitian can help you to deal with your individual side effects and nutrition concerns. Try to maintain a well-balanced diet during treatment, even if appetite change occurs. A well-balanced diet includes all of the major macronutrients, carbohydrates, protein, and fats. Good sources of carbohydrates include bread, grains, cereals, pasta, and rice. During treatment, if you can tolerate high-fiber foods, try to choose whole grains like whole wheat bread, whole grain pasta, brown rice, oatmeal, or quinoa. As I mentioned earlier, protein needs are slightly higher during cancer treatment. It is recommended to choose a source of protein with each meal and snack. Good sources of protein include lean poultry, meat, fish, eggs, nuts and nut butters, legumes, and tofu. Fats are an essential macronutrient as well. Try to choose unsaturated fats when possible, like olive oil, canola oil, peanut oil, nuts, nut butters, and avocado. Hydration. Water or fluids are vital to health. All body cells need water to function. When you go through cancer treatments, you may be at greater risk of dehydration, secondary to treatment-related side effects like vomiting or diarrhea, or from changes in your appetite that cause you to eat or drink less. Below are a few tips to help you stay hydrated during treatment. Try to drink at least 8 to 10 cups of liquids daily. Talk to your healthcare provider about the exact amount of fluid that is right for you. Individuals with conditions like kidney disease or heart failure may need to drink less. Drink before you feel thirsty and sip fluids throughout the day. Freshen your water with a splash of lime or lemon, or infuse water with mint, watermelon, or a slice of cucumber. Eat foods high in water content, such as melons, strawberries, tomatoes, lettuce, cabbage, and broccoli. And keep track of your fluid intake and share it with your healthcare provider at appointments. And replace electrolytes when needed, especially if experiencing vomiting or diarrhea. Electrolyte-rich formulas include Gatorade, Pedialyte, and coconut water. Fruits and vegetables are an excellent source of vitamins and minerals. To ensure adequate intake of these nutrients, eat a variety of fruits and vegetables daily. And try to aim for at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables each day. In the next few slides, we will discuss The use of vitamin or mineral supplements during cancer treatment. Taking large doses of vitamins or minerals during cancer treatment is not recommended and may even have a negative effect on your treatment. Some vitamins and minerals are contraindicated to take while undergoing cancer treatment. It is best to consume antioxidants naturally in foods and avoid supplements during treatment. A one-a-day multivitamin containing 100% of the daily value may be recommended during treatment. However, it is important to discuss any vitamin or supplement use with your healthcare team prior to taking it. Before taking a supplement, consider a few things. 1. Is my diet restricted of nutrients? 2. Am I eating insufficient amounts at mealtime? And 3. What medications am I taking? And most importantly, speak to your healthcare provider before starting any supplements during treatment. Managing treatment side effects through nutrition. Cancer treatments can cause side effects that affect how well you can eat and drink. The next few slides include some of the more common symptoms and tips on how to deal with them. Loss of appetite. If this occurs during your treatment, try changing your meal pattern. Eat small meals 5 to 6 times a day instead of 3 main meals. Drink calorie-dense beverages, like homemade shakes or an oral nutrition supplement. Have your favorite snack foods available at home and at work. And eat your favorite foods at any time of the day. Remember, there are no rules. If eggs are something that you tolerate well, you can have them for dinner. They're not just for breakfast. And nutrient-dense beverages and snacks may be helpful, especially if you're having trouble meeting your calorie and protein needs. Liquid nutrition supplements can be helpful during treatment, as they can provide additional calories and protein to help promote weight gain and preserve lean body mass. Various types of commercial liquid supplements and powders are available. Ask your registered dietitian for a recommendation that will work best for you. A few brands available include Entra Plus or Boost Plus, Boost Very High Calorie, organic brands like Orgain, Kate Farms, Carnation Breakfast Essentials, Glucerna or Boost Glucose Control, which is designed for individuals with diabetes, Nepro, which is designed for individuals undergoing dialysis, and protein powders. Nausea and vomiting. If you are experiencing this symptom, try changing your meal pattern. Often eating smaller meals more frequently can be helpful. Eat more when feeling better. Eat drier foods with fluids in between. Try cold, saltier foods like crackers, dry cereal, or pretzels. Avoid fatty or overly sweet foods. And talk to your healthcare team about anti-nausea medication. If you are taking anti-nausea medication that is not working for you, talk to your healthcare team about an alternative. And remember to replace fluids and electrolytes if your nausea is followed by vomiting. If experiencing diarrhea, try eating small amounts of food throughout the day instead of 3 large meals. Try lower fiber foods like white rice, white bread, or mashed potatoes. Soft canned or cooked fruit without the skin, such as bananas and applesauce, and leaner proteins like skinless turkey or chicken. Avoid or limit intake of high fiber foods, including raw fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, high fat or fried foods, as well as spicy foods, foods containing lactose, as lactose can loosen stool, caffeinated beverages, and foods containing artificial sweeteners like sorbitol, mannitol, or xylitol. Remember to hydrate. Drink at least 8 to 10 cups of liquids daily and replace fluids and electrolytes with formulas like Gatorade, Pedialyte, and coconut water. If you are experiencing constipation, it is important to eat more fiber. When adding fiber to your diet, add one food daily. and be sure to drink enough liquids to prevent gas and bloating as you introduce fiber-rich foods. Try to drink at least 8 to 10 cups of liquids per day. Good choices include water, fruit and vegetable juice, and milk. This will help keep your stool soft. Examples of high fiber foods include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, like whole grain cereals or whole grain bread, nuts, and seeds. Remember to stay active. Try to get exercise daily, such as daily walking. Avoid inactivity by getting up and moving around every hour, and talk to your medical team before starting a new exercise regimen. Taste change is a common side effect during cancer treatment. Below are a few tips for managing taste change. Foods may taste better if served cold or room temperature. If red meats taste different, try chicken, turkey, fish, tofu, beans, or eggs. Add small amounts of honey or maple syrup to some foods to help decrease salty or bitter taste. Try tart foods and beverages such as lemonade or lemon yogurt. Only try tart or acidic foods if you are not experiencing mouth sores. Try plastic utensils if there is a bitter or metallic taste in your mouth. Plastic utensils may be better tolerated than regular flatware at this time. And maintain good oral hygiene. Rinse your mouth before and after meals with a non-alcoholic mouth rinse or a solution of warm water, baking soda, and salt. Below is an image from a book titled The Cancer Fighting Kitchen. It includes a few flavoring suggestions you can try when experiencing taste change. If food tastes too flat, try adding lemon. If food tastes too bland, try adding a pinch of sea salt. And if food is too bitter, try adding maple syrup or agave. A few suggestions for dry mouth. Stay hydrated. Aim for at least 8 cups of liquid daily. Sip water or other beverages through a straw throughout the day. Avoid salty foods. If your mouth is not sore, try tart foods and beverages, such as lemonade in small amounts, which may help your mouth produce more saliva. Eat foods moistened with broth, gravy, sauces, and salad dressings. And avoid alcohol. This includes avoiding commercial mouth rinses that contain alcohol. If your dry mouth is severe, speak with your healthcare team about products that coat and protect the mouth. These products include saliva substitutes, mouth moisturizers, and saliva stimulants. Below are a few tips to try if you are experiencing mouth or throat pain or mouth sores. Choose soft, smooth, and moist foods, including bananas, applesauce, fruit cups, pureed or mashed vegetables, oatmeal or cooked cereal, cottage cheese, yogurt, custards, puddings, scrambled eggs, ground meats, or macaroni and cheese. Foods to avoid that irritate your mouth or throat include citrus fruits, spicy or salty foods, pickled foods, tomato-based foods, rough, coarse, or dry foods. Cook your foods until soft and tender, and use a straw to drink. This will keep liquids from touching your sore mouth. Fatigue. Feeling tired can make it harder to prepare meals. Consider asking friends and family to help prepare meals. Or try frozen meals. Or when feeling better, prepare extra portions of your favorite dishes and freeze them. Consider using a home meal delivery service that prepares medically tailored meals, like God's Love We Deliver. Encourage family and friends who are helping with your meal preparation to try meal delivery online calendars, like Mealtrain or Take Them a Meal. Fatigue is often made worse by not eating or drinking enough. Choose high-calorie, high-protein foods and stay hydrated. Aim for at least 8 to 10 cups of fluid daily. Have healthy snacks on hand, like dried fruits, whole grain crackers, and nut butter. Engage in physical activity. This may help with your energy levels. Talk with your doctor about doing light to moderate intensity activities like walking. Steroid-induced hyperglycemia. Cancer and its treatments commonly require steroids to manage their side effects. Steroids may increase blood glucose levels, causing new hyperglycemia in patients with no known history of diabetes. Patients with a history of diabetes or who develop hyperglycemia as a result of a cancer diagnosis or treatment should work closely with all members of the medical team, including oncologist, endocrinologist, nursing staff, and a registered dietitian. The next few slides include some tips for managing hyperglycemia. While there's no specific diet for hypoglycemia, an appropriate lifestyle emphasizes a variety of healthy foods consumed in portions and combinations that best promote blood sugar control. A diabetes-friendly tool, such as the plate method, can also help. As you see in this image, half of the plate contains fruits and vegetables. A quarter of the plate includes healthy, complex carbohydrate, and the remaining quarter includes lean protein. It is also helpful to consume carbohydrates as part of a mixed nutrient meal or snack, as this will help stabilize blood sugar. As you see in the image here, a few of the snacks include both carbohydrates and proteins, like fruit, nuts, and cheese, cottage cheese and fruit and nut butter. It is also helpful to choose whole grains over refined grains when possible, like whole wheat bread and whole grain cereals over white bread and refined cereals, and avoid sugar-sweetened foods and beverages. In this slide, we will discuss the medically tailored meals and meal modifications offered at God's Love We Deliver. All meals at God's Love We Deliver are heart healthy, low in salt, and low in sugar. For individuals with kidney disease or congestive heart failure, or for those who need to follow a fluid restriction, a low fluid meal service is available. A low sugar restriction can be added for individuals with diabetes or hyperglycemia. A mild GI restriction can be added. This meal service is lower in fiber, lower in acidic foods, and lower in spicy foods, which may be helpful if you are experiencing nausea or diarrhea. Texture may be modified as well for individuals experiencing chewing or swallowing difficulty. God's Love We Deliver offers soft, pureed, and minced meal service. Vegetarian meal service is available. And for those with food allergies, God's Love We Deliver is a shellfish-free facility as well as nut-free. A dairy restriction can be added for individuals with lactose intolerance. And proteins can be adjusted. If you do not eat certain proteins, like beef or fish, a no beef or a no fish restriction can be added. Children's meal service is available for all pediatric clients and for the dependents of our adult clients. For more information on nutrition during cancer treatment, please visit the God's Love We Deliver website, Nutrition Education Portal. To contact the Nutrition Services Department, you can email us at nutrition@glwd.org or call us at 212-294-8103. Thank you. This concludes our presentation. Please join us again for session 2, where I will be discussing nutrients and the immune system and the importance of food safety during treatment.